we're gonna start the show.
Dennis, unmute Mr. Hargrove for him.
Then he gonna start talking. Hold on.
Oh yeah, wait.
Yeah, wait.
Cold.
You stupid, Dennis.
I can't even play my music right now.
I thought something. Let me know.
Hold on, man. It's coming. Hold on. Y'all asking for a lot. Hold on.
For you, cuz
I only got 20 hours. Y'all asking for a lot. I might have to play some different music real quick. Hold on for a second.
I can sing and open up the show.
I mean, I got something to go on, cuz.
Hey, did y'all like and share the show though?
No.
It's a nice ass day.
Here we go.
Quiet money, niggas.
There we go, baby.
I said positive vibes. I'm getting sick of all the negative shit. I'm trying to load the bag up, see how heavy it get. We on the road to it. Book flights and paid cruises. It's all love between homies when they go through it. It's hereditary. We supposed to talk heavy till we in the double R. Dashboard, cranberry, here it comes soon. All the struggling to be done soon. We stick together, get scooped up. One spoon. I'm trying to give my nigga flowers while they here. The body count closer to 1,000 a year. Shit, let's try being better fathers while we here. Fuck with the real estate and get some houses while we here. Yeah, I ain't impressed with the things that I used to see. I ain't impressed with the things that I used to be. More life, less funerals and eulogies. Let's get money. It's enough for you and me.
Ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing out there? Welcome. As we always say, this is Talk Your Wish Tuesday. I am your host, Dennis Holmes, with my co-host, Ryan Thomas. What up, Ryan?
What cracking last night, man?
Oh, not much, man. Listen, we got our favorite girl here today, ladies and gentlemen. The Chocolate Girl's in the building.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
All right. We also got King Czar in the house.
Told to smile, so
Get it.
I wish he'd get that shit off the back of his the backboard. Literally, that shit. Use that toilet paper that you're wearing and swipe some of that off. You know. Also got my cousin in the building. OG, what's going on?
OG, how you doing?
All right. OG. All right, and we got, listen, for the second week in a row, he rocking and rolling with us, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Mr. Damon Hargraves himself, the sports guru.
Thank you for unmuting me. I appreciate it. I'm out of jail.
Mr. Hargrove. What's up, Mr. Hargrove?
Thank you. How are you, Sharron?
Good. Mr. Hargrove. What's up, Mr. Hargrove?
All right, now listen. Usually we start off with our trash ass players and certified players. But today, you know what? As the question is going on, we want to know, is all this BS with Deshaun Watson true? So, Ryan Thomas, would you start us off with your hot topics?
Okay. Do you think the Houston Texans set up Deshaun Watson? And I'm finna say yes. Because, excuse me, he don't want to be there no more. They traded everybody. So now, since he don't want to be there no more, they trying to end his career. And why I'm saying that is a lawyer went to him. He don't know this lawyer or nothing, saying, I got all this information on you, and if you don't want me to tell nobody, you got to pay me so much money. I think that bullshit. Straight up.
Okay. I hear what you're saying. Sharron, is there anything you'd like to say about the situation?
Well, yeah, I called BS on it from the first report. I didn't even know about the attorney who supposedly approached him or any of that. It just sounded like BS from the beginning. I just do not believe it. And as far as whether or not this is a setup, it could be. Looking at what has come out about the so-called plaintiff attorney, he's not very credible. He's connected to the Houston Texans organization. And he's just not a very credible guy. And the way that he's been inflaming the story, he put it out there, in my opinion, just to inflame the story and affect Deshaun Watson's reputation negatively, even before anything has been proven. And he refuses to release the names of the so-called plaintiffs. So any defense attorney can't even go out and start investigating because he don't even know who it is. And to me, I call bullshit on that. I really do. It just doesn't fit his MO. Now, I do understand that there are hundreds of people across this great land of ours who commit crimes, and people are just so stunned because nothing they've done showed any evidence that they would do anything like this. Got it. And that could very well be true with Mr. Watson, but I doubt it.
Okay.
It just doesn't. I mean, even when I'm reading what they're alleging happened, the way they're saying it happened, and how the things that supposedly he said, it's very rare that somebody will put in a complaint the exact statement somebody said like that. In that regard, I'm just not buying it. But I think it's a setup, but I think it's awful that they're trying to do this to this young man, all because he put it out there about their racial culture in their organization. That's why this is being done. This is retribution. That's what it is.
Okay. King Czar, what you got?
I mean, I kind of agree. I mean, the only thing, I mean, it's weird because I kind of agree, but I still think he might be in trouble. I mean, ain't it just crazy how one day you get this thought out top, 3 quarterback, and just, you have one demand or, something don't go, in America. And then, look at it. Like his life could be turned upside down in just like the flick of a wrist because, you upset, Mr. America, I mean, I don't want to get into that, but y'all know what I'm saying. And it's a shame, but what's scaring me is the more women that come out, because, usually you're thinking, if it's bullshit, it's a setup, a couple women, whatever. But if they overdoing it or they keep coming, one by one, then it's like, is that, I don't know. It's a real mind fuck, to be honest with you. I mean, I hope it's bullshit, but, I mean, honestly, we don't know. We just can kind of go by the track record, and obviously how brothers be treated. And again, the situation all of a sudden, the time, and, the man don't want to be in Houston all of a sudden, bam. So, it looks fishy. It looks like some trout to me. It looks like some trout.
Okay. OG, big cousin, what's going on, man?
And Dennis and everybody. Man, sad to hear that. Sad to hear Deshaun going through this, man. Right with it at the time he's going through, and when he's really coming alive in NFL, man. Just sad to hear him go through the shit that everybody been going through, man, in the past, That can't be messing with these chicks, man. These women. But when I heard about it, it came to about after 3, I was like, something wrong. And these days, they start interviewing women. What happened? So I feel sorry for the brother, man, to be honest.
Sports Guru.
Hey, thank you. Well, first of all, let me read this statement from the Houston Police Department. It says, at this time, the Houston Police Department is unaware of any contact between the HPD, Houston Police Department, and Houston attorney Tony Busby, regarding the allegations contained in his recently filed lawsuit. And no incident reports regarding these allegations have been filed in our jurisdiction. Well, you know, this was on Friday. And you know what? Now we're going to almost, well, it's Tuesday, will be Wednesday in a few hours. And once again, we're all for women's rights. We all have mothers. I hate when people get all caught up in that nonsense, the stuff you hear on Stephen A. Smith and all these shows where if you say the wrong thing, you get suspended. But the bottom line is, if a man, a black man in America, goes around doing this stuff to women, black, white, green, yellow, doesn't matter, they're going to file criminal charges. It's not going to be about only civil charges, because the easiest thing to get indicted is a black man or a steak or a ham sandwich, as they say. So I don't know all the particulars. I know it's 16 women at this point. I just listened to what do you call it? The Odd Couple. And what bothers me, and what's bothering me really, is that, you know, whether it be Molly Corum on Rose on First Take talking about, well, he should be on the exempt, the commissioner's exempt list, because this is disrespectful to all women. Where were they at when Robert Kraft did his dirty and they had it on tape? How come it's only when a black man does something that now we gotta put him in jail, or we gotta take his money away from him? I don't believe he did these things, and if he did it, obviously he's gonna pay a huge price. But the bottom line is, you can't do this in America and think there's not going to be any ramifications. And if you're a woman, you got to stand up. This is not child support hearings. If he did it, you got to put your name to it. You can't hide behind, oh, the anonymity of rape charges. Because if you look at what we've been looking at the last couple of days, he touched his stuff. The biggest charge is one lady claimed that he basically, you know, made her perform a certain type of sex on her. Okay, and let me say this, and then I'll move on. When you get a massage, and I don't know how many of you brothers get massage, but I used to get a lot of massages for health reasons. Let me say this: whether it be the little Asian woman that I used to go to, or Spanish, or white, black. Everyone is trying to get paid. So women, men will do things in order to just push the envelope, so to speak. And whether that is rub your knees, rub your butt, rub whatever, this is done. This is America. Let's not play like we're ignorant. So all this stuff to me is a lot about nothing, because it's done when you get massages. Why do you see on Instagram they got all these beautiful models? What are they selling? They're selling sex. That's what they're selling. So let's stop acting like we put, you know, all these brothers that's on radio acting like, oh, poor, Deshaun, and you know, woe is me. No, this is reality, cuz. And let's stop acting like we don't live in the real world. Thank you.
Okay. Let me read these comments real quick. Dre said no team will touch him until this is done. Marcus said Sharron is on point. Andre says smoke screens, getting the attention off of one to put on another. Ricky Bobby said, what up, Dre? Ethan said this is the Texans' way of getting back at him for refusing to play for them, in my opinion. Dre said, watch out. This is definitely a get back. Ricky Bobby said, I'm sorry, but I work so much, I don't know what we're talking about. And Ethan told him that it was Watson's legal case. He said, I missed the story. Okay, thank you, Ethan. Ashley said, suspects, exactly. Ricky Bobby also said, look at the horrible DVD case with the old guy and the men. Kind of funny. How quick did that fade? DV means domestic violence, not DVD. Oh, my bad.
Real, man, domestic violence. Okay.
I mean, I want to say this, Dennis.
Wait a minute, Ron. Dennis, where did you read the comments from? Where did you post the show?
On the Ignorant Thinker.
Okay. All right, go ahead, Ron. Thank you.
I'm going to say this. If this not true and they mess up this man's career, I think the Texans should got to pay this man for what they doing to him. That's what I really think, because they messed up.
I agree.
This straight bullshit. And it pissed me the fuck off, because the same thing Big Ben did to females.
Allegedly.
Okay, the same thing. But he got away with it. They suspended him for 6 games. After those 6 games, they ain't saying nothing else about this shit. Now, it really pissed me the fuck off, because I want to say, how the fuck he got away with it, but Deshaun Jackson going through hell right now. I mean, Deshaun Watson going through hell right now. It pisses me the fuck off.
America.
Yeah.
Okay, stop,
can we get to the next
stop.
question?
Stop.
Ryan Thomas.
Do you think Patrick Peterson still that shutdown cornerback in the NFL?
How old is he?
Do we believe he
Anybody
what?
want to go first?
A shutdown corner in the NFL.
Yes.
Do we believe like he still got it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, still got it.
Well, he had 2020, he had 3 interceptions.
He got ate up by Metcalf, but Metcalf eat up. Well, Metcalf eat up anybody not named Ramsey.
He didn't.
He didn't get eaten up by Metcalf.
He didn't get eaten up by Metcalf.
He locked him up the first game, and then the only time he got beat on the other game was an incompletion.
What was Metcalf?
Well, he got beat twice in the second game, but the first game he locked him up.
I talked about shutdown like that wide receivers don't have a good game.
That's what I'm saying. Metcalf had a good game last year.
It wasn't on Pat Pete though.
Wasn't on Patrick Peterson.
The only time he scored wasn't on Pat Pete.
What was his stats against Arizona last year, Metcalf?
I don't know.
Silent.
I don't
I
know.
know the first game he got locked down.
I don't know. But I know the man is 30 years old. He had 52 solo tackles last season. And that's tied for the second most that he's ever had in his career. The most he's had in a year is 59. He had 52 his second year, and he had 52 this past year. So since 2017, where he only had 30, he has improved his tackles, his solo tackles, from 30 to 45 to 46 to 52. So it seems like he's trending upwards rather than trending downward as he's gotten older. That's what the stats say.
Now, what you say?
I didn't really watch him, so it's hard for me to give an opinion. I'm just offering information for you guys because I know you guys have probably watched him. So I don't really have an opinion.
DK was 2 for 23 the first matchup, no touchdowns, and he was 3 for 46 with a touchdown that wasn't on Patrick Peterson.
What you say, Dennis?
So he shut him down twice.
Oh, those 2 shutdowns.
Okay. Anybody else?
He got 3 interceptions.
He's going to be it's a perfect place for him to go because now he's next to 2 young corners who came on later in the season, but they're looking like they're going to be good. So it's going to be a nice trio they have.
And what team did he go to?
The Vikings.
Minnesota.
The Vikings. Oh, you know what? I think he's going to do all right.
With Jeff Gladney and Cameron Dantzler at corner with him. That's going to be a good trio.
I was gonna say, yeah, I think he's going. I'm sorry, I missed that he was going to the Vikings. Yeah, I think he's gonna do well there.
And that 346 game, he did get a 46-yard pass interference on Peterson though as well.
Yeah, that's what I was saying before, the incomplete, the no catch.
Yeah.
Number 21, Patrick Peterson.
What do you say, Chozo?
I guess you'll do well in that system over there. That's about it. I don't really watch Patrick Peterson too much, but I hate to see him leave Arizona though. Right now.
To be honest, I think he should have left a long time ago.
Sometimes your performance is really what time it is.
Right.
It seems like it was getting a little better, but as you get older, it usually goes the other way around. So
right.
But maybe he need stay indoor, Minnesota.
Ooh.
Corner, you could be on 1 year, and then the next year you're like, it's a complete drop off, and you're done in a year. It's a tricky position.
He's kind of
30
years old.
Hold on, Ron. We got Dre in the building.
And he's 30.
Oh, what up, boy?
30 years old? Oh, yeah, see.
30 is a tricky age in football.
A bad, funny age.
That's like a very most last year of a corner's prime.
Yeah, it's a skill position.
Okay.
What do you think, Andre?
Are we talking about Patrick Peterson or are we talking about Deshaun Watson? By the way, it's a lot of OGs in here.
Peterson.
Patrick Peterson.
We talking about Patrick right now.
Okay. Well, it's a lot of OGs. Patrick Peterson is an OG. Shout out to Damon Hargrove. Good to see you again, my brother.
How you doing, my man?
Shout out to my guy, OG Ernest Olives, too, and King OG, man. A lot of OGs in here.
How you doing, man?
I think Patrick Peterson is a positional guy. I don't think he's an every snap guy anymore. I think you can use him in certain situations and probably get the best out of his veteran leadership. Maybe the guy who helps the locker room, mold some young guys. I mean, his time is came and gone. If you really look at
Andre.
Yeah, I think he must hit the mute button on himself. I don't know what happened.
No, he ain't on mute.
No, I think he hit it like on his own phone.
It's probably just a bad connection. Sounds like a bad connection.
Yeah.
Gotta say what he said though.
I think having those three corners is going to be perfect because you have Pat Pete, who can be, at least a good number one corner right now. At least a good one.
Now,
if he's not going to be playing on the elite level.
What if they move him to safety?
No, there'd be no point.
No, they're not going to do that.
If they're going to move somebody to safety, it'd be Jeff Gladney.
Because
but that's what I was going to say. Is Pat? You have Pat Pete, the number one. Then you have a number two, who's a taller press man, lanky corner who could beat people on the line as a number two, and then you have Jeff Gladney, who's like a Tyrann Mathieu in a way, as your nickel. So that's why I really like the dynamic they have there now, and I think it's going to work out well for him.
Okay. I'm sorry. Can everybody hear me?
Yeah, we can
hear you now.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. My internet has been acting up for the last 2 days. Apologize about that. Spectrum cable isn't as locked down as Stephon Gilmore. Yeah. What I was saying earlier about Patrick Peterson, I don't know what part y'all didn't hear me on, but I was saying maybe he's a guy who can mold younger guys, who can show veteran leadership. I think his time is past and gone as far as being an elite corner. But I will say this: I've noticed that YouTube likes to pick on Patrick Peterson. Every game he plays against the wide receiver, they always show a video of him versus DK Metcalf or somebody else. So,
or
Julio Jones or somebody. So, I mean.
Yeah, but almost every matchup that he has, like those individual matchups, they'll show one play and then they don't show the rest where Pat Pete. They used to do that with Julio a lot.
It's so funny. Tell Aaron Bowles, I paid my bill, man. That's the worst part. When you pay your bill and
I see that.
and it still gets terrible. That's Spectrum cable for you. But you know what? I'm just glad to have the opportunity to be on here, and thank you very much for allowing me my opinions as far as Patrick Peterson is concerned.
Okay, my next question. What team won the free agent signing? in the NFL
Ain't even
so
close.
far.
Mm.
I'm
Giants did
gonna
really
go
good.
ahead. I'm gonna say this, even though I don't like these motherfuckers. I'm gonna say
The Giants did good, man.
the Giants won that joint so far.
I gotta say the Patriots.
Thank you. Easy.
The Patriots been throwing out money like it's going out of style.
That defense.
Like they got a stimmy, right?
Right.
They throwing out money. They got a
Would you
stimmy.
say any of the
So-
players they got are as good as Galladay? Or I don't know.
So it
Well,
like
it ain't really about.
Who's going to throw the guy?
Maybe Jonnu. Maybe Jonnu.
Hold on. Let me hear what Ethan got to say. Go ahead, Ethan.
No, I was gonna say. I mean, it's got to be the Giants because nobody that for the majority of the players that the Patriots got, the Patriots had the volume of the signings. That's true, but the quality of the signings, Galladay and Adoree Jackson are a whole lot better than a lot of.
Yeah, but the Patriots ain't really about always signing big names.
Right.
They signed to fit their system.
Yeah, they filled roles. They filled out well their roster.
Had the best for you.
I mean, I'm not.
But
I'm
the
not
Giants
playing
filled out a
Saturday, so
roster
I
pretty
can't
well too.
stand- and I
But they
can't-
didn't get
I
no
can't stand
O-line.
the Patriots, but
Who's
They
going
still have a whole draft.
to throw to Galladay first?
well,
That's
Yeah,
their
that's
problem.
true.
They
They do have-
believe
they
in
do
it.
have Danny
That ain't my
Penny.
problem.
they
And,
still got Danny.
Mr. Hargrove, ain't you a Giants fan?
No, sorry, Bob.
Oh yeah, what's your team?
I don't necessarily have a favorite football team. I root for players.
Oh, okay.
That's real. That's real talk.
Well, Dennis, can I make this one point?
But yeah, that's true. That's true too. But I hate the Giants and I hate the Jets. So just that's my New York flavor coming out.
Yep.
Well,
I don't root
tell
for
you
a
this.
single New York team. Lived here, born
I
here,
heard-
raised here.
I heard somebody said who gonna throw him the ball? Galladay the ball?
Yeah.
Well, they sure enough believed in Daniel. He sure enough
Danny
believed in
Pennies.
Daniel
Come on,
Jones
man.
over Jared Goff. So that I don't know if that's saying much, but
He believed in money.
throwing him the ball. I'm
He
sorry.
believed in 72 million.
Oh yeah. Well, guess what? That 72 million, Detroit could have paid too. I ain't hearing that.
I don't know if they offered that much though.
Well, that's Detroit's fault. That's on Detroit.
ain't gonna offer that.
He don't want to stay in Detroit. Why would he stay there?
Hey, I don't think Galladay's even worth it. What has he really done?
What?
He,
Okay.
He's a hell of a
he looks
talent.
pretty great.
Well,
The only thing is the health. That's the only question. When
He's
he's
a
on
hell
the
of a
field,
talent.
he's great.
Let's keep it real.
Can we say he is? Wait a minute. Can we say he is what, top 10 right now?
Nope.
Wide receiver.
yes.
I don't think
Yeah.
so.
I still don't think he's better than one of my favorite wide receivers.
He's top 15.
And I've been saying this since I got Rouse Up. I
least top
don't
15.
believe that he's better than Cooper Kupp.
If he was healthy, he would be top 10.
He ain't better than Cooper Kupp.
That's just me. I don't believe it.
I don't think he's better than Cooper Kupp just for the fact of longevity of play. I think his health is what harms him. But when he plays, he can be very explosive. He can be a game changer, and he definitely has the talent to be. Matter of fact, come on, man, let's stop this. Kenny Galladay was just talked about last season and the year before as a top 10.
Right. That's why I said top 10 wide receiver.
No, why do people forget so quickly?
How many great years has he had though?
He's only been in the league for 4.
Right.
He's been in the league for 4. Listen.
Right.
He's been in the league for 4. He didn't start his
He's
first
only
year
been in the
until
league
the
for
end,
4.
and then he was hurt.
I'm gonna say this.
Answer my question.
But he put up 2,000-yard season in the 2 seasons that he started,
You're right. Ask your question.
and he was tied for the league lead in
Correct me.
touchdowns in 2019.
Hold on a second.
That's 72
Can I say? Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't he have the league lead in touchdowns a couple years ago?
Yes, he was tied with 2 other people in 2019, and he had like 1,200 yards. And then the year before he had 1,000. The year before that he didn't start.
So
You're gambling on him staying healthy. That's what the money is.
Oh yeah.
If he stays healthy, he could put up numbers to be worthy of that money. But
So yeah, you're paying him that money based on what he's done when he's healthy. That's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
right? How do we?
so you're
forget
gambling
what
on the
he-
health. That's what it is.
But
Right.
That's what it comes down to.
he been with Detroit all teams. If you
Detroit is one of
imagine
the worst franchises
wait a minute,
ever.
wait
That's
a
a
minute,
passing
right?
team.
You mentioned my point for me. Detroit,
I'm
if you
agreeing. I'm actually agreeing with you.
if you didn't
I'm
imagine
agreeing with you.
Detroit, you didn't imagine anyway.
That's what I'm saying. The numbers
Exactly.
are his numbers
Exactly.
are inflated in Detroit because that's all Stafford do is throw the ball.
Right. So
So we're gonna see what he do in New York with
No.
Danny.
Whoa. Time out. King OG. I kind of agree with that, but at the same statement, I disagree with that. When you don't have a running back where you can run play action, you become more of a one-dimensional team. I think play action helps a lot of quarterbacks, i.e. Jared
Yes.
Goff, i.e.
Yeah, but Stafford
Galladay also
wait a
even
minute.
I hear
They
you.
got wait a
Well,
minute.
even when
They got
Galladay was
Will.
in Detroit,
Volume
let somebody
faster,
finish
though.
their thought. Yeah,
but
but you
even
gotta
when
let me
Galladay
finish
was in
my
Detroit,
thought.
he was getting a lower than you would think amount of targets.
Watch this. I guarantee. Watch this. King OG. You said Matthew Stafford throw the ball all the time. I guarantee you $100 to a donut. Matthew Stafford wish he had somebody he can hand the ball off to.
I'm not
You
saying
know how
that,
many
but I'm just
problems
saying
Matthew Stafford that had in his career?
They got a guy that could run the ball. and
Galladay
they
is
traded him.
always up there in targets when he's healthy.
Yeah, because he doesn't have nobody to hand the ball off to.
Okay, but that's still kind of making my point. So is he going to do that in New York to garner that 72 million?
He's not going to need to be. He's not going to need to be that number
It's
one.
going to be more about efficiency.
He's not the only guy because they've got Barkley. They've got other guys there. They've got the talent. He doesn't need to do everything.
Galladay will be able to have 50 to 60 catches and 1,000 yards instead of 80 to 90.
And that's 72 million worth?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Double-digit touchdowns and 1,000+ yards. Yeah, why not?
By the market, Kenny Galladay is worth 15, 16 by the market. Am I saying he's worth that? No, but there's plenty of guys in the league that ain't worth their market value. But it's the market.
True.
It's the market.
Exactly.
Hey, sports guru, what you think?
Man, the Giants, I think they overpaid for him. I think they had to. But the fact of the matter is, like my brother said earlier, Danny Dimes or whatever the hell they call him, he was terrible last year. And if he doesn't get, if he doesn't improve and stop turning over the ball, it's not going to matter. And I can't rely on Saquon Barkley. All I heard last year when he was injured is that the running game improved once he got hurt. That's all we heard.
Gallman had a good year.
Gallman had a great year last year.
Well, exactly. They said the offensive line gelled much more once he got hurt. That's all we heard. Now, because I watch Jets, I watch Giants, I have the Sunday ticket, and I watch, like I said, the black quarterback, and that's all they talked about. So we'll just have to wait and see. I'm not a believer in Gettleman as a GM. I'm not a believer in the Giants.
Okay. All right. Shannon, what you feel?
Shannon.
My opinion is I'm concerned about how much they paid him. They overpaid him. I'm sorry. The
I'll talk about
market
that later.
The market, I don't think the market dictated that. I'm not sure why they ended up paying him that money, but they overpaid him. He's only been in the league 4 years, and he's only played in 39 games in 4 years.
Thank you.
His first season, he played 5 games. This last season, he played 5 games. So the best ability is availability. We all know that. Right. Shout out to Marcus Betts. But your question was,
the first year was mostly he wasn't a starter until like halfway through the season. That's why he didn't start. It wasn't health.
I was about to say that, but go ahead.
Yeah. You were talking about free agency, right? Who won the free agency? And you all were saying because of this dude that the Giants did. And I'm not so sure
it was him
about
and Adoree
that.
Jackson too.
I'm not sure
that
about
was a big
this,
signing.
About that. I'm not. Well, both of them. Yeah, but I'm saying I'm not so sure I can agree on the Giants. I'm more leaning towards the Patriots, even though I do hate them too, Ethan. I do hate them, but we're not here to talk about who we like and don't like. The question was who won the free agency. So what I'm thinking is, knowing what I know with Bill Belichick, he's a hell of a GM in addition to a great coach, and he has a reason for selecting the players that he selected. In every season for the past however long he's been there, every time he picks up these players, and people are baffled. Even sports experts are baffled by some of the people he signs, and then next thing you know, he's hoisting another trophy. So, I'm looking at his off-season, his free agency signings, and I'm like giving him the side eye because I'm like, he might really seriously be coming back this year with some fire. And then plus he's mad anyway. He got a chip on his shoulder. He hasn't had a chip in a while, so he got a chip on his shoulder. So yeah, I think he won it. I can tell you who lost it, who did not have a good free agent signing was my Steelers, and I'm really upset with them. I don't know what they're thinking in that office. Something just tells me I need to go take a trip to Heinz Field because I don't know what the hell they're doing. But I had to answer the question. I believe it's the Patriots.
Okay.
That's my feeling.
Okay. Dennis, can I rebut that real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Broncos had the best move of the draft or the free agency.
So I'm not one who's saying that the Giants won free agency just because of Kenny Galladay. Okay. I think that the Patriots are like the NXT wrestler with the whole blowing money thing, like to blow money a whole hell of a lot on players who filling in roles. Now, will that win them the AFC East with Cam Newton still there? I guess that's yet to be determined, especially when you got other teams making moves like the Jets, the Dolphins are making moves still, and the Bills are making moves. So, I mean, does that Cameron Grimes like blowing money fast situation work for them? Maybe not, but I don't think it will. I honestly don't. I think the Patriots will be in third place again this year, regardless, because the Dolphins have gotten better and they were this close for making the playoffs. The Bills will still be on top of the division, I think. And to be very honest with you, if we're talking about what the Giants did in Kenny Galladay, I want somebody to go look up his market value before he just got this deal and tell me if it isn't super similar. Tell me the market don't matter. Look at his market value before this deal, and then tell me what the Giants paid him. Looks like they paid him exactly.
The Giants just made a lot of gambles on health. That's what it was.
Yeah. And they paid him.
It could be very good or very bad.
Well, actually.
That's what I'm saying. It could go either way. It could be very good or very bad. They did take a gamble on his health. I wasn't saying in my statement, I wasn't saying that the market doesn't matter. What I'm saying is that the reason why I'm saying that he was overpaid is because they obviously did not consider his health when they made this deal. Because if they did, they wouldn't have paid him that much. That's all I'm saying.
And Sharron, I totally agree. That's the same how they feel about Michael Thomas right now.
It's not like he has a chronic history of injuries.
I agree with that, but
I agree with you with Michael Thomas too. I was just looking at Michael Thomas stats when we were talking about wide receivers, and I'm like, how is he ranked the number one wide receiver in the league?
Well, the year before he went crazy. The year before he went crazy. This year he fizzled out.
If he had chronic injuries, then yeah, I'd say that's not a good look. But it really was just last year Galladay was injured for the most part since he's been playing.
His first year.
His first year he wasn't a starter. He wasn't starting yet because he was like a fourth or fifth round pick.
No, he wasn't a starter, but didn't he get injured his first year?
I think early on in like training camp or something, but it was minor, and then he didn't start for a while.
Hold on. Cuzzo, OG, did you have anything to say about this free agency frenzy?
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
I don't give a damn what the Patriots spend. I'm still gonna tap that ass.
Okay.
Real quick, just a small prediction, and I mean, just.
I just believe Patriots spent a lot of money though. They spent a lot of money,
and they usually don't spend that kind of money.
And then on top of that,
that's why I'm like, okay, I see what he's doing with that.
You know,
watch this though. Watch when they sign Juno and Henry, that ain't gonna be Gronk and Hernandez. But it's gonna be the close. Watch how they signed both of them for a reason.
It was the first time.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
My thing is the last time they had two good tight ends, what did they do?
Right.
Yeah, they're going back to
fill up.
Right, they going back to the two tight end sets.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Okay, well, if you mentioning that, Ron, when was Cam Newton at his best?
With Greg Olsen.
With Greg Olsen.
When he had the two tight end set. When he had the two tight end set, that's when Cam Newton was best. So yeah, of course they're going back to that. But I will tell you that teams in the AFC are making moves off of that as well. The reason why Buffalo signed Matt Milano is why OG. Go ahead and tell him, OG.
You tell him, that's your team.
Yeah. First of all, that's the team.
Nah, it ain't your team, but that's where you live.
Yeah.
So
I would say this. I don't think that would be
Dre
first.
talked about it already, but go ahead, Dre.
Yeah, you know he's great against the pass. You know he's a good pass. You know,
I'm not knocking. Hey, look, I'm not knocking Buffalo. It's gonna be between New England and Buffalo. Miami ain't doing nothing.
I don't think New England would do nothing. Wait a minute. I think in between
why is Tua trash?
Because I'm predicting he's gonna be a bust. That's why he's trash. That's my opinion.
I think it's gonna be Miami and Buffalo. That's what I think.
That's what y'all say.
Okay, bro. Let me say what I had to say about this whole free agency thing. One of the reasons, and I said this almost every year, one of the reasons why Kenny Galladay got all that money is because when you're a B type guy and you're in free agency, you want to get paid what the A's get. That's just how it goes. If you're a C, you're gonna want to get paid what the B's get because there's a bidding war against you. So you're not about to lowball yourself in free agency in a time where you want to get paid the most. So if you're a B type receiver, which I believe Kenny Galladay is, you're going to get paid what the A's get, and that's what he's getting. What the A's get. Will he live up to it? I don't know.
Guess what? I could totally agree with that, Dennis, because you know what other quarterback people thought was a B player until he stepped up his game this year, and you know he about to get paid with the A's now. Is Josh Allen.
You talking about Josh Allen? Oh, okay.
Of course, I'm talking about Josh Allen. You know that.
You undercover Buffalo, man.
It ain't no undercover. He is Buffalo. There's no undercover about it.
He is Buffalo.
Thank you. I am Buffalo. I cover the Bills.
He covered Buffalo.
Don't listen. Don't get it twisted. Hey, King Czar, don't get it twisted. My dad lived in Philadelphia his whole life. You won't catch him dead with no Eagle shit on. All right. You could buy him Eagles. One of his girls bought him Eagle shit. He broke up with her. All right. You will never catch my dad with no Eagle shit on. My brother, Rashawn, you won't catch him with no Eagle shit on. They both live in Philadelphia. I don't want to hear that. I live in Buffalo shit. That don't mean nothing. You ain't got to wear Buffalo shit.
I feel you.
That's you. And that's your opinion. That's great and fine and dandy. You live in a big city. I live in a small city where I do a lot for my community. So wearing Buffalo, people wear Buffalo all the time, but don't rep the Bills. That don't mean nothing. I mean, people have different opinions. People have different.
Hell no. Rolls Royce, what's going on, baby?
Hey, what's cooking, man? What's cooking, baby?
People have difference of opinion.
I know one thing. You ain't gonna catch me dead or alive in those Cincinnati Bengals. Nothing.
There you go, girl. There you go. Tell him, girl. Tell him.
I know. Watch your mouth down.
Hey,
I'm in his actual team.
I'm in the bay. You ain't gonna catch me.
You'll catch me with one on.
You're comparing rivals to not rivals.
Hey, I'm in Texas. You won't catch me no Dallas crap on either.
You'll catch me with a Joe Bengals, Joe Mixon.
30 minutes from Cincinnati, Dre. I grew up 30 minutes from Cincinnati, and I always been a Steelers fan. But
let me ask you a question: Would you wear any other team in your city besides the Bengals?
Nope.
Besides who?
Besides the Bengals, would you wear
Hey,
any other?
I'm 30.
Oh yeah, all my life I've worn Steelers
Okay,
gear.
right.
I don't own anything Bengals, nothing,
No,
Thank
no,
you.
no, no, no.
I
That ain't what he
and
said.
won't wear
I'm
it.
sorry.
That ain't what
Hold
you
on,
said,
Sharon. That ain't what he
man.
said. He said,
Moving the post.
would you wear any other team that's close to your city? Yeah.
Yes.
You said
That's what I said.
Cincinnati
That's
Bengals.
Any
not a
other
rival.
team?
That's
Yeah,
not a
like
rival.
the Browns. Would you have some Brown shit on?
No, that's
No.
not a rival.
Hell
You have
no.
to, it
No.
can't.
No, I'm talking about college basketball, baseball, anything, like anything. You wouldn't wear nothing Cincinnati.
No, I
Nope.
wear Cincinnati Reds. Yeah, I'll wear that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll wear
The
the
Bills and the
Reds.
Packers aren't even rivals. They're two different conferences. I get it, they're in the same sport,
Exactly.
but
That's what I'm trying to
they're
tell them.
not rivals. So I don't understand what the big whoop to do is about it.
Because
Professionally,
If I like a player who is on a random
right.
team in the NFL, it's not my
Professionally,
rival.
I
I'll wear
cover the team that I live in, so I wear Bill stuff every now and then because of the team that I cover. But let's be clear.
I live 30
Dre,
minutes. I live 30 minutes.
Dre,
from San
to your
Francisco.
defense, Dre, I get it because I live in
Who
North
cares?
Carolina. I was not a Panthers fan when I moved down here, but when I
cares?
moved down here, I had some, Panther stuff. Okay, I'll wear some of the Panther stuff. Now, after what they've done to Cam, no, F the Panthers. I ain't rooting for them. I don't love I can't stand them no more. But I understand what you're saying. Since I live here,
Also,
I would wear it. So I get it.
One other thing, Sharon, that need to be known, and Damon, we've had this conversation in the past because me and you kicked it all the time before we got missing or whatever. But you know how hard it is for Black folks in this city to do anything on a media level. When we talked about that, you know that firsthand in Buffalo. There's only 3 or 4 people in Buffalo who actually cover the professional sport.
Because it's Buffalo.
Huh?
Because it's Buffalo, bro. I'm not trying to be mean, but it's a small town, bro. I mean, it's, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, wait a minute. Thank you, bro, boy. Thank you. You're legitimately answering my question for me. Thank you. You said it's a small town. It's totally different from living in
And if you're from New York and you know the demographics.
So this is my question. This is my question, bro. This is my question. Why can you not follow a team? Why do you got to wear their colors is my point. You can follow a team all day long, but to wear their colors is different to me, man.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. What represents the community most? What intact or intrigues the community? Obviously here, the Bills are a big part of this community, like a big part.
Of course they are. Of course they are.
When I go places, I don't just randomly hold on. Here's the other thing. I don't just randomly wear Bill stuff all the time. I wear it when I go out in the community. I'll wear a hat because it looks good with the shirt or pants I got on. It's not like I'm wearing it
like when you go out to work with the community.
Yeah, it's not like I'm sitting up here just wearing Bills stuff like I'm a Bills fanatic. I'm not a fanatic. Anybody who knows that, you can't be a fanatic of the team you are professionally covering media-wise. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, man. To each their own, bro. I will never. I live in the state of Texas, and I will never wear anything related to Texas at all. I love living in Texas, but I ain't trying to wear no Longhorns, no Cowboys, no Texans, no none of that.
It depends too.
I don't blame you for that, Rose. I wouldn't either if I was down there.
If you have players you really like
in there,
I'm
trying to read some of these comments because I missed a lot of them.
Want me to read them?
Yeah, you can read them because I can't. I missed a lot of them. I had to switch phones.
All right, well, let me go back. Let's go.
Are you in the Bay Area?
Let me go back.
I'm in
Aaron
Antioch.
Bowles said the Patriots.
Oakland, 30 minutes from Frisco.
Aaron Bowles said
I'm
the Patriots.
I'm in Antioch.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, well, wait a minute, y'all. I'm reading these comments. Aaron Bowles said the Patriots might get back to basics, especially with their defense. He also said Tua needs more time to start. Pat Moore said, I'd be more than happy if my team's quarterback managed the game to a Super Bowl win. I'm just saying.
Who said that?
Par or Moore. I don't know who that is, but Par Moore also said Tua does work on and off the field. Enough said. Adam, what's up, Adam Flaggy? My quarterback is Aaron Rodgers, far from a manager and is a leader. Whatever, Adam. Paramore said, "Can we talk about how Kirk Cousins is making 80 mil plus?" And
Trash.
then somebody said my
Guaranteed.
quarter. Yeah, and somebody
paid.
said Aaron said great player, but he couldn't get it done 2 months ago. Aaron also said, I wish people stop writing off players after one season. Players need time to develop and step their game up. That's true. And then Paramore said, we live in an immediate gratification society nowadays. Paramore said, bills are cursed, bro. Did we all of a sudden forget what Allen posted on Twitter or whatnot back in the day? Ooh, no, I don't know about what did he post back in the day? I don't know nothing about that.
I don't know about it either.
Aaron, oh God, they keep moving. Aaron said Tua
He's talking about
barely
the
played
racist
enough
thing.
and was coming. Tua barely played enough and was coming off his hip injury. Was he really ready? He had some
Hell
good
no.
and bad moments. Now he's going into the season at back one. Training camp will do wonders. Go get his buddy Smith. And then Paramore said Tua been working hard this offseason. He's built up some bulk.
By the way, when he talks about Josh Allen, he is talking about the racist comments that Josh Allen made, which he was damn near crucified for when he first came here.
Oh, is that what he's talking about? Okay, yeah, I remember what he's. No, we ain't forget why he said that. We ain't nobody forget that, but we're not talking about that.
Right.
I don't remember that, but okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember it either.
Ron, what's your next question, Ron?
How far do you think the Hawks will go this season since they is on a 8 games winning streak?
There you go.
They lost last night.
You say the Hawks?
They're gonna lose in the first round of the playoffs, like they always.
Right now, they're in the 5th seed, though.
They're gonna lose in the first round of the
I
playoffs.
just asked him a question.
I'm with King Czar. One and done.
Period.
Well, I would say this: when they fired their ex-head coach, they got what's his name, Nate Millen.
Millen, yeah.
McMillan.
They've been doing
He should
good.
have been the coach from day one. He should have got hired.
McMillan's a defensive guy.
Right, they've been playing
Nate
better.
McMillan is a good coach. He
Very
never
good
should have
coach.
lost. He never
good
should have
coach.
lost his job anyway.
No, he shouldn't have.
So
He should have lost his job in Indiana.
Nope.
they, to me,
Right,
I would,
right,
y'all,
OG.
But they still ain't gonna win a first round series because he ain't got the team for that. But he getting the most out of his players. They gonna make it, but they ain't gonna beat nobody.
I mean,
Well-
I just saying they
Ron,
doing better than what they were doing. I would say that.
Ron, they are 22-21. They did lose to the Clippers yesterday, by the way, which shows that playing legitimate teams. I don't know. And there's another thing that also stands out too. There is right now talks of Bogdan Bogdanović being traded to the Warriors right now.
Who cares? Who was that? Who?
What?
Or they're talking about the shooter.
Who cares?
Bogdan was the shooter.
He's a lights out shooter. What are you talking about? Who cares?
No, here, don't tell me nothing.
Wait a minute. Who
What
said
do you mean?
who
Who
cares?
cares?
Me. I said who cares?
I mean, well,
King's
I
Eye.
Bogdanović from Sacramento. The one they got from Sacramento.
I didn't ask who said it. I said, why are you saying it? Because that statement doesn't make any sense.
Because he's nothing. He's not going to impact anything.
Oh
do
my
you
God.
So Bogdanović,
They came from Sacramento.
King
Don't
Star,
impact nobody.
King Star. I can't believe you right now. Bogdanović is one of the reasons why they are 22-21 right now.
Right.
How many games has he played this year?
What do you mean? How many games? He's played enough games that he's getting trade offers by the Warriors right now.
By the Warriors, not the Kings, the Warriors.
Hold on. How
Bro.
much? Okay, hold on. Somebody tell me how much is his contract, and then tell me what's his points per game average.
Sir, you know right now he just scored 23 the other night. He's
What's
averaging,
his average, and how much money is he making?
So how much money is he making? Do you know?
He just signed with Atlanta for like 80 million or somewhere around there, and I think he averaged like 11, 12 points a game.
He averages 12. Do you know how many
Thank
minutes he
you.
plays per game? Hold on. Do you know how many minutes he plays per game?
Whose fault is that? He must not be good enough.
What do you mean?
No, it does not
He
mean
was in
that.
Sacramento.
He's a
What do you
role
mean?
player. He has a specific role. So he's
Hold
not
on a
gonna
minute, hold
he's
on a
not gonna
minute.
play
Here,
40
here.
minutes a game.
No, I didn't say 40 minutes.
Hold on.
Okay, then what
Hold
are you
on.
talking about?
He ain't no game changer.
Shannon,
Bogdanovich
did we
is
have this
not no
conversation
game
before?
changer.
Did we have this conversation before the show that the points per game is not everything?
Yes,
Yo,
we did.
It's a lot.
Yes,
It's a
we
lot.
did, Ethan.
Yo, Bogdanovich is a good enough role player.
Right. He's not a game changer.
He
Sir,
is a game changer. He
and
is
he
a
did
game
the
changing role player.
Not my
Just
opinion.
because you're a role player doesn't mean you don't change the game.
Bro,
That is a
hold on,
lie. That is not true.
Sharon, if Bogdanovich started, he would average at least 17, 18 points a game. Let's be clear.
He's playing 30 minutes a game. He's playing 30 minutes a game for a
No,
reason.
he's not. He's playing only 23 minutes per game. 23. Let's be clear.
Sorry, 23.
The
23
other
minutes a game.
Bogdanovich in Utah's better.
We're not talking about that Bogdanovich. We talk about this.
I'm just
Can we go to the
saying.
next question, guys?
Not crazy.
We talk about Bogdanovich.
Like, what?
And like I said, like he said, that if he gets traded to the Warriors, that will be a game changer.
They ain't making the playoffs
In their
with or without
scheme,
him.
in their scheme, that could be a game changer.
Well, hold on. The Warriors might make the playoff.
No.
Yeah, they sure
They might. Well, get the Lakers.
They're
The
on a
Lakers are kind of
surge.
about to go on a losing
And then you
streak.
got to remember, the Lakers got two of their starters out. One of them being LeBron James. You can't
Y'all
count the
saying LA ain't
Warriors
gonna
out.
make the playoffs?
I didn't say they wasn't gonna
I
make
didn't
it.
say that, but
Please
what I'm
keep
saying
doubting the
is
Lakers.
they're
Please
not
keep
gonna-
doubting them. Please
they're not
do.
going to necessarily be top four. So that's going to give them more opportunity to get that 8th seed at least.
How? How does the top
Getting
four?
in.
Hold on. How does what happened in the top four got anything to do with the 8 seed?
Because
Because it
that means
starts to
they're
shuffle things
losing.
around.
That means that they're losing games to somebody, and somebody else is winning.
Hold on.
Remember that-
Two
remember
things.
that-
Number one,
that
Three
means.
times already.
There's no
Hold on.
8 seed. They're having to play in for that 8 through 10.
right,
Right
yo,
now,
hold on,
they're only a half a game away
Some
from
people
8th
need to
seed.
take a statistics class. I
Right,
swear
yo,
to God.
excuse me, sir. The
I just want they only a
You
half a
gotta
game
look
away
at-
from
you
the 8th
gotta
seed.
look at statistics, man.
Right,
You can't
yeah,
just
shit,
compare
telling y'all.
apple to apple. You can't do that.
Hold on. Let me just say this. Kingsar, you was the one that said that the Warriors wasn't gonna make the playoffs.
Right.
And I'm telling you they're half a game away from being an 8th seed. And I'm saying what the Lakers are losing only means that they just gonna have a better chance of getting an 8th seed.
That's
No.
right.
There is no
I'm
8
saying it's
seed.
not
Wait, what?
unless they play the Lakers.
What?
No,
There is no 8
no,
seed.
it don't work
Eight-
like
Wait a
that.
minute. Wait a minute.
Eight places
One
do a
at a
How's
tournament.
that
time.
gonna benefit the Warriors of a team that's at the top, falling down a few spots? I don't get. No, that's not gonna help the Warriors.
Well, you know what?
The Warriors, hold on.
Kingsar,
The
listen.
Warriors are gonna need the teams that are in 6 and 7.
Kingsar, what I want you to do is today is March 23rd, right?
Write it down.
We said this. No, I gotta write it down. I gotta record it. We said this on March 23rd. When playoffs start, they make it because the Lakers were losing. Just remember, you heard it here from us. We would like our apology. That's the only thing I'm saying.
Book it.
Hold on,
Yeah,
Dennis. Two things. Number one, first of all, the West is only the 4th through 8th seed is only separated by like a game and a game and a half.
Like a game.
Right.
Hold on. Number two. Secondly, you just said what would Bogdanovich do for any team? Dude, do you know that Bogdanovich for the month of March with more playing time averages 18 points per game on 50% shooting with 7 rebounds, sir? That's
So a small sample of about what, 6, 7 games, and now he's a star.
The month of March, sir. I just told you.
Nobody
How many
said
games?
he was a
How many
star.
games did he play?
Nobody said he was a star. Who
That-
said he was a star?
You just said he was a
I
game
never said he
changer.
was a star. I
That's
said
not
that
a
he
star,
impacted
sir.
things.
He's not
That's
a game
not a
changer.
star.
Hold
Damn,
on, Sharon. Let's do this then. Let's do this for King OG then.
No,
King
let's
OG.
just move on to the next
minute.
question.
Hold on,
Let's see.
Thank you. Move on.
Don't
King,
insult my
right?
intelligence. I
No,
know the
hold
game
on,
of basketball.
Sharon,
That's
I'll do
bullshit
this.
right
It's so
there.
funny.
What he
It's
talking.
so funny sometimes. Sharon, You said that the Hawks are on an
Yes.
8-game winning streak, correct?
Yeah.
I said that.
Oh, you said that, Ron,
Ron
right?
said that he's
Yeah.
How many games
Yeah.
have the Hawks played in the month of March?
9.
How many?
I think it's 9. Did he play 9
Nine.
games? He did the All-Star
Okay,
break.
thank you. Enough said.
Right, a
Enough
small
about the
sample.
game.
That's exactly my
This
point.
is what I just said. It goes
That's
to
what
prove
I
exactly
said.
what I just
Oh,
said 5
man.
seconds ago, bro.
We
Move
took
on.
like 15 minutes to talk about the Atlanta Hawks. Can we just
Right,
move on?
exactly. Irrelevancy.
Oh no! Don't do that. It's sports talk, baby.
Let me
Yeah,
go
hold on.
to
And y'all
the
didn't mention who the Warriors would give up for him.
Hold on. That's good. If you can talk about the Atlanta Hawks for 15 minutes, that means you damn good at talking about something.
Right. But who are the Warriors going to give up for him?
All right, moving on.
First of all, you better hope Stephen Curry
Well, Wiggins
is
supposedly
healthy.
is on the trade block. Right, that's what I'm saying. They trade Wiggins or Oubre for him. That's an upgrade? No.
Oubre not
They're
getting
not
traded.
going
Now,
to
I can
trade.
see
Who
Wiggins.
said anything about trading
Those are
them?
the
Nobody
guys that
said
are on the
that.
trading block right now.
Nobody said that.
Nobody said
that.
nothing.
Right. So why are you
So I'm
assuming the
asking.
worst?
I'm
Why are you
asking. You
assuming the worst case scenario?
No,
But
I'm saying
you're asking the question to dispute what Andre said. So why I'm saying to you is, why are you gonna pick the worst case scenario to dispute what he said when you don't even know who the hell they're thinking about trading? You have no idea.
Y'all talking about him getting this
grabbing shit out the air.
Y'all talking about him getting this good player, but who are they giving up is what y'all failed to mention.
Nobody failed to mention it because don't nobody know who they're giving up.
Okay, then so we don't know how good of a trade this is.
They haven't. Nobody said that the trade was going to be good.
Sharon, let me ask you a
All
question.
we said is that he's a game changer.
Okay, let me
That's
ask you
all
a
we
question
said.
real quick, Sharon, real
So
quick.
you adding all this other stuff in don't make no sense.
Question, an honest question for you to answer. If they trade,
don't make no sense.
If they trade Wiggins in a draft pick for Bogdanovich, is that going to upgrade them, make them a better team? Yes or no?
Yeah.
I don't know because I got to check Wiggins' stats.
Okay,
yes.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna say, Sharon. The answer is yes. Yes.
Okay.
Because
all right,
of
can we get to the next question, Ron Thomas?
Yes. What NBA team will not make it to the playoffs, but been winning during the season?
The Dallas Mavericks.
The Dallas Mavericks, man. The Mavericks are in trouble.
Damn.
Y'all crazy.
Dallas Mavericks in trouble.
Dallas Mavericks.
Y'all crazy.
And all this Luka Doncic love and all that shit.
Oh, gee, you a fan.
I'm waiting to see them people too that told me that it wasn't an equal trade, Luka Doncic for Trae Young. Yeah.
I guarantee
that. I'm on here.
You've been on that ever since.
Ever since. I'm gonna keep being on it too, Sharon. Every year Trae Young outplay Luka, they gonna have to see me. All right? They gonna have to see me.
You been on that since that shit happened, huh?
Yeah, he sure is.
Stop it, Dennis.
Well, it's Dallas Mavericks in the West. That's a team that's in
Okay,
trouble,
what about the East?
as far as I can see. And on the East,
Houston. Not Houston. The Hornets. Charlotte Hornets.
the Hornets.
Because they point guard right now.
Because LaMelo got injured, and that's a problem.
They won.
It's kind of crazy. I know he's young, but I really think Melo's the heart and soul of that team.
Yeah, he is. You don't have to be an OG to be a leader. He's a leader. He's a natural leader.
Yeah, you're right, because Ja Morant is the same way. You right about that?
Same. Ja Morant stepped in that game like he been there before.
Yes, he do.
Hey, Dennis.
Yeah.
I got a question for you.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
I smell you trying to start that fire. I got some ice over here. Go ahead.
Yeah, you better get some icy hot for yourself.
I got that ice. Come on, I smell it. Come on.
Did you say Trae Young is better than Luka Doncic?
Tell him.
I said Trae Young. Luka Doncic trade was an even trade.
No.
Make sure you write it down. Make sure you
No.
write it down. Make sure
He's
you
been
remember
to the
Dennis
end.
Holmes said it. It's
You
me.
sure about
I
that?
said it.
Because it just hasn't though.
I'm telling you, Trey
But I want to
Young.
get back
Wait a
to
minute.
this
Hold on.
question.
No.
I want to get
Wait
back
a
to this
minute.
question.
You
I want to
you
get
said
back to the question that's answered. That's asked.
yeah. You said it was an even trade. I don't think so, sir. And if you look at NBA first team, it ain't even. NBA all NBA teams, it ain't even. Rookie of the year, it's not even. Points, it ain't even. Rebounds, it ain't even. Go ahead, but go ahead.
To me, it's an even trade.
Oh, it ain't. It ain't.
Yeah.
Well,
To me, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not gonna say nothing to you till about May on it, though, Dre. When
Yeah,
I'll
go
come
ahead.
back and I'll answer your question in May. All right.
All right. Well, come back in May.
Because I'm gonna show you what all that statistics and all that shit. I'm gonna show you exactly what all that shit mean in May. All right.
Would Trey actually make the playoffs for the first time?
He make the playoffs for the first time and he go further than Luka. That's what I'm gonna show you that shit. And he go
Ooh.
further
Further
than
than
Luka.
Luka.
And he gonna go further than Luka.
Whoa! Wait a minute. Hold on. What time is it? 9:08. What day is this? The 23rd of March. Are you saying that the Atlanta Hawks are gonna make it past the first round of the playoffs, sir?
You'll see.
Yeah, write it down.
Wow.
I just want to know, Dre, when he get out the first round, then what?
Our fire started. I will. You know
I
what?
also
I will
think that
congratulate.
I also think that the Celtics are in danger too.
For sure, Sharon, because I was
Yeah, I
exactly
was
going
about
to say
to say
that.
Boston is
For
more
sure.
dangerous.
Now, to me,
Who was I talking to when they was talking about?
I think Boston is in trouble in the East.
I'm going to say this.
And Brad Stevens in trouble. His ass is
I'm going to
steady.
say this. If Boston don't do nothing this year, ain't it time to separate everybody?
I think so.
Well,
Ain't
yeah,
it time to cut everybody or trade everybody?
It's time to blow it up. I wouldn't trade necessarily all of them, but somebody's gonna have to go.
Look, no,
hold on, Jack, can I ask you a question?
And it may also be including the coach.
I'll be trading everybody and their mama.
Agree, Sharon. I agree.
Hold on.
You agree? You agree, Ernest?
Hell yeah.
I'll slide that question to OG. Ernest.
Run it.
Was it a fair trade when they got Kemba Walker for Kyrie Irving?
No, it was not.
But
that wasn't a trade.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. They let a gold nugget go. They let a gold nugget go.
Wait a minute, Andre.
No, I don't mean legitimate trade. They got rid of Kyrie and they brought Kemba in, thinking Kemba was gonna do the same thing Kyrie
And
did.
Kemba is one of the most overrated players in the game.
Wait a minute, Andre.
Sharon.
But Sharon, he's a little bit older. You gotta remember that.
Sharon.
But
what is that? Whoa.
What?
What is Kyrie? This Kemba Walker hate come from? Wait a minute.
I didn't say I hate him. I didn't say I hate him, but he's one of the most overrated players in the game. They tried to make him something. They tried to make Kemba something that he wasn't.
So
the only reason why Kemba even has the success that he had is because one and only option in Charlotte before he went to Boston. That's the only reason.
Okay, Sharon.
He got to the Boston Garden in the bright lights of, I don't even know the name of the arena no more, but wherever they play.
It's called the TD Garden.
Yeah, that TD Gardens. He got there and he just like, he couldn't even be the man. He couldn't.
But Sharon, I want to ask you.
He doesn't have that moxie.
Well, he
doesn't have that. And when they sat up there and they put his ass in the All-Star game over Klay Thompson, I was ready to blow that whole goddamn All-Star game up because that was a travesty. And
Tell me this, Sharon.
No, two different conferences.
I see this now.
Tell me this.
I see this now.
Can we say Kyrie overrated?
What?
Can we say Kyrie overrated?
Eggs,
no. I think
no.
I think
wait
Kyrie.
Wait a minute. What the fuck? What Kyrie done?
Let me answer the question.
Ron's hot.
I'm gonna let everybody go. Ron, that's a good question. Hold on.
Fish grease get hotter.
Hold on, Ron. That was a good question. I gotta hear her answer on this one. Hold on, Heather. Where my drink at? Hold up.
That fish grease get hot.
Put myself together. This
Okay,
gonna be
so
good.
you asked me, do I feel that Kyrie Irving is overrated? Is that what you asked me?
Yes.
That's what you asked.
Yes.
Okay, I will say this. About 3 years ago, I would say yes, he was. He was overrated. Now, I think people see the truth about Kyrie, and I think now he's being called what he really is now.
A bum?
As
No,
long
Alfred.
as
He's
long
not
as
a
you stay
bum.
healthy.
Let me tell you
As long
what.
as you stay healthy.
Wait a minute.
As long as you
My
stay
thing
healthy.
is-
I'll tell you what Kyrie is. I'll tell you what he is.
Okay, my
He
thing
got
is
handles. He got
Thank you.
handles. He's a
Thank you.
closer, but that's
Thank
about it.
where was that?
That's
That's it.
it.
Wait a minute, where was that before LeBron went back to the Cavs? No, he could not do shit.
I can't. Okay,
Sharon,
look.
can I say this real quick?
He could not
Man,
do
don't
shit.
nobody hear
Well,
that yet.
let me answer Ryan first,
Hold
Andre.
on, let Sharon go
I can't
first.
be
This is good.
responsible. I cannot be responsible because all these other people out here looking at the same player and don't see what I see. I see it.
Yeah.
Wait a minute,
I feel
I'm
you
I
gonna
on
see
say
that.
what
this.
he is, and
I'm
I
gonna
see
say-
what he ain't, and I'm gonna call it like I see it.
I'm
And
gonna
what
say
I
this.
see, he is not the greatest
Transparent.
of all time. You
Okay,
got
I'm
some
gonna
people
say
trying to
this,
say that
Sharon.
he's the greatest. He's the greatest in the game. No, he's not the
Okay,
greatest in
I'm
the game.
gonna put Kyrie on blast because when he said he wanted to go to Boston and be the man did not show up.
But Ron,
Wait,
Excuse
but
me.
Ron,
wait a
Excuse me.
minute. Wait a minute.
I'm not
That's
disagreeing
crazy.
with you on that.
I
I'm not
disagree.
disagreeing with
I
you.
do.
He
I
did
just
not
want
show
to
up
hear
in
this
Boston.
conversation. That's all. I'm here to hear the
I'm not
conversation.
disagreeing with you. He
'Cause
didn't
I
show
got,
up.
I got a name to bring up, and I'm just waiting to get that
I
same
do.
response I got last time. That's all.
Dennis, can I just respond to this real quick?
Wait,
It's a trip.
wait a minute.
Right.
I'm gonna say
Right.
this.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Wait
to
a
you,
minute.
Dennis.
Wait a minute, Andre. I'm gonna say this. Before LeBron went back to Cleveland, did that team make the playoffs
No.
What?
with Kyrie?
No.
Did he do anything in Cleveland before LeBron got there?
No.
But he built
Okay.
muscles,
Kyrie
Ron.
ain't 6'8", 260.
He
No.
got better, Ron.
But Ron, you asking me as if I said he did. We're not
Got better, Ron.
disagreeing. What are we disagreeing about? We're not
Neither
disagreeing.
I disagree because I think Kyrie Irving is a bum without nobody help.
Right now? Right now?
Let me tell you.
Right now.
Let me
Right
tell you
Right
something.
now?
With the way
Right
this
Right now.
game is being played,
Crazy.
every player has to have help. Okay.
But you said you
Even
won't be the man, though.
Even the best player in the game needs help. So
Yeah,
it's not
but-
because he listen, Ron.
Okay.
It's not because he needs help that he's a bum. That's not the reason why. That's not why he's a bum. He's a bum because he didn't make things happen and he did not know how to show leadership. That's the problem that he has. He's not a leader. He's not. He cannot
And it-
carry a team.
and he's not
He
and he's
can't.
not professional because
Right.
this weekend, once again, he's taking off the whole weekend to address family problems.
Right.
He has
I'm
more
like, what's
family
that?
problems
Wait a
than
minute.
family feud.
My
Okay?
thing
So-
is, how you gonna take jabs at LeBron James and he got you a chip and you cannot do it by yourself?
Now hold on.
I agree.
Now, hold on, Ron.
Oh, shit.
Ron,
Pipe
can I
bomb.
answer
You said
this?
no bombs,
Pipe bomb.
cuz.
That wasn't
I
a
want
pipe
to hear
bomb.
what Dre. I
That
want to hear
was a
what Dre
pipe
got.
bomb.
I want to hear
Hold
what
on,
Dre got to
Dre,
say.
Pipe bomb, cuz.
Hold on. Let's get
I wanna
everybody
hear
to
what
talk
Dre
on this
gotta say.
conversation, though. Hold on. Rolls Royce, is there anything you got to say about the conversation?
Yeah, I don't think Kyrie Irving's a bum, but I do
Yeah, I
agree
don't
with
think
Ron that he needs massive help to be successful. I think he's a good player. I don't think he's a superstar. And I think on Brooklyn right now, he's the weakest link out of those three. If you ask me, he
No,
is.
No,
So-
that'd be James Harris. Harden. That'd be James Harden. That would be James Harden.
James Harden is the weak
He
link?
started Rose
Hey,
Royce.
Rolls Royce, hold on, Rolls Royce. Hold on, Rolls Royce. Hold on. That was my
Right.
piece right there. That was my piece. I was waiting to throw his name out, but I can't say it.
What?
Hold on. That was the piece I was waiting to throw out. I was just waiting to
Sharon,
throw it
don't
out
say
there.
nothing.
Go
Just
ahead,
let it go.
go ahead and let Rolls Royce finish. Let
Go ahead, Rolls Royce. Go ahead. I ain't gonna say nothing.
I'm done, but I want to hear how James Harden is the weak link. Please, please tell me about this.
We will be here another 30 minutes. No, because I got it all broken down.
Okay, we'll move on. We'll move on.
Go
King
ahead,
Czar.
Dre.
King Czar. Let's go, King Czar.
No,
Yeah,
but Dre
trust
was
me,
next.
Rose.
Dre
Leave
was
that
next.
alone, brother.
Dennis.
So Kyrie, I mean, there was a bunch. Y'all threw in a bunch. So one, y'all talking about Kemba going to Boston and not getting it done as the man. One, neither Kyrie nor Kemba is Batman. One. So when Kemba went to Boston, he wasn't brought in to be Batman. They already got Tatum and Brown. He's the third best player on the team. So one,
that's not true. That's not why he was
Hold
brought
on.
there.
He's
He
better
was
than
not
Tatum
brought
and
there
Brown?
to be number 3. He was not.
But is he better than Tatum or Jalen
No,
Brown?
he's not. I'm agreeing with you. I'm
Who's not?
agreeing
Whoa,
with you
whoa,
that
whoa,
he's
whoa.
not.
Who's not better than Tatum? Who's not better than Tatum right now?
Kemba Walker.
Oh no.
That's my point. So hold on. So what I'm okay, y'all agreeing with me.
That's the light skin one, right?
I'm agreeing with you.
Okay, Sharon, if they did bring him in for that, then that's where they went wrong.
That's what I was saying. But
Right.
that's what I was saying, Czar, that they made a mistake by bringing him up there to do a job that he can't do. Because that's not who he is.
Right. Now, as far as Kyrie Irving, my thing is this. I mean, it's a tricky question. Because again, without LeBron in Cleveland, to me, he was still developing for one. He was still only in his third year. So I really wouldn't bring that up, Ron, to be talking about.
You got to bring that up because this man said he wanted to be the man. Okay, wait a minute. LeBron went to LA. What he been doing since then?
So you comparing Kyrie to LeBron James?
What he been doing? No, what he been doing since?
Gotta give me one, Sharon.
Hold on. Okay, Ron. So what he did was when they went to the finals the year that he was healthy, he did play. He canceled out and played up to Curry, and he did hit the game-winning three-pointer.
I said after the chip. What he done since then?
What you mean?
What he done since then?
Okay.
Well, we gotta get to the next. Is Kyrie? I gotta get to everybody here though. So hold on, King Czar. And let's just get to the answer to the question. Do you believe Kyrie Irving is overrated?
No.
Okay. OG, do you believe Kyrie Irving is overrated? No? All right, what you got, Drake?
First and foremost, ignorant thinking sometimes is great. But in this case, Dennis Holmes, I blame you for this with Ron Thomas and what he said.
No.
I blame you. I'm blaming you.
Jay, you don't understand that. You don't understand that. You missed a couple of shows ago. This is the reason I'm going to bring this all back in full circle when it's my turn. But I'm going to let you go.
The ignorant thinker's influence has now hit Ron Thomas, which is all good. Man. I told you can call Michael's sports talk. No. Here's what I'm going to say. Ron Thomas, I cannot believe you in this conversation with Kyrie Irving. Let me ask you a set of questions.
Answer that question, Drake.
No. I'm gonna ask you a set of questions. How many times when LeBron James was in the East did he go to the finals?
90.
9 times.
9 times, right?
Don't ask me.
Right.
Okay, so watch this. What team was the closest to eliminating LeBron in the playoffs, in any playoffs in them 9 years?
Boston.
Indiana and Boston.
Okay.
Indiana. But what was the other one?
And
what was
Boston.
the other one?
Okay, but that's not my question.
Wait a minute.
No. Wait. Let Dre finish. Time out. Let Dre finish. Go ahead. Let Dre finish. Go ahead, Dre.
Okay.
They were legitimately up 2-0. Nothing. 2-0. Game 3, winning game 3 until Kyrie went down, sir. What do you mean?
Whoa. Time out.
Oh, shit.
That was against LeBron James.
Wait a minute. My question is, what Kyrie had done since LeBron James was that chip? for LA. What he done?
You mean for Cleveland?
What?
What he done?
I'm just letting you know.
What he done?
No, I understand what you're saying, Brian. Go ahead, Dre. Just keep telling your story so we can hurry get by
Yo,
this.
that's my question.
He's played his position on the teams that he's been on.
Right.
Are you serious?
No.
First of all, let me say this right now. Jason Tatum is not Batman, so we can stop that right now. Jason Tatum is not Batman.
No, he's not.
Stop it.
The light skinned dude.
The closest that Boston is.
That's how I know him. It's Salt.
He's not
What basketball y'all watching?
No,
He's not
man.
Batman.
No, that's how I identify him.
He's not Batman.
He do good.
What fucking basketball is you watching? Jason Tatum ain't that fucking man.
His team right now shows that he ain't Batman. Batman, listen, Batman would be looking like this.
All I just trying to say.
I'm gonna mute all of y'all. I want to know what they have to say.
Wait a minute. All I just trying to say is.
I want to hear what Mr. Hargrove got.
I got what you said, Ryan. You ain't got to say that for a fifth time. We got to get to everybody else.
Hey, Dennis, someone's trying to get on his. Someone wants to get on his Zoom.
All right. Well, I don't know if they're gonna make it. But listen,
Roy,
Sports Guru, did you say what you had to say, Sports Guru?
I want to hear what Hargrove got to say.
All right.
Well, let me say this. When Kyrie was with Boston, he was a disgrace. Anytime you have as much talent as he has, and you let that man walk out the door for nothing, for no draft picks, that says a lot about his character, who he is. Now, as far as his talent, we all know he's talented. He's not the only. Now, is he doing a very good job again this year? Yes, but this is the second time now he has walked away from his team. This will catch up to you. This will catch up to you.
But how can you play against when you got Rozier and Jason and the other dude?
It's actually the third time, Damon. It's the third time.
You know that.
This season.
Well, you're right. Yeah, absolutely right.
Can I say something though? I'm gonna let Guru go ahead and finish. Guru, you finish. I'm sorry.
No, well, my only point is now: is he playing well? He's playing excellent basketball. The whole Brooklyn Nets team. But we saw what happened with that foolishness with the Clippers last year. Kawhi Leonard was allowed to practice when he wanted to practice, dictate terms, and it ruined the team. At some point, I'm going to go check out my great grandmother and see if she's feeling okay instead of doing my job. Do you know that I worked 32 years at an organization, and yes, people in my family got sick, but I went to work every day, and I gave it the best I could. If someone died or something like that, of course you get bereavement. But to just take off arbitrarily because you feel like it, come on, man. Nobody here does that. Nobody anywhere does that. Kyrie does, though.
That ain't got nothing to do with it.
Damon, let me ask this question. When did Kyrie when was the last Kyrie?
Because it has to do with leadership, Czar.
Right.
It has to do with leadership. Yes,
I
it
agree
does.
with that. That's Kyrie's biggest issue is leadership.
On the court.
But what did Kyrie do the last two games?
The last two games,
last two games we're talking about? Really?
I don't remember what his stats were.
Wait a minute. The reason why I asked that, Rolls Royce, is because we talked about him taking off, correct?
Yeah.
Well, he's taking off the whole weekend.
Yeah.
He's taking off the whole weekend.
He took off last weekend or this weekend?
No, he's taking off this weekend, the whole entire weekend.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's birthday is Kyrie's birthday is today, matter of fact. So let me say happy birthday.
Okay.
More power to him. Happy birthday.
Let me just say
he gonna go celebrate with Big Baby or somebody.
I'm just gonna say
I'm getting it wrong. I know. I'm not
happy birthday to Kyrie. And my answer of the question of is Kyrie overrated? From all the noise that I've heard about the James Harden and how he's a bum and all that, Kyrie got to be a bum too then. Kyrie got to be a bum too.
For the record, I never said that James Harden was a bum. I have no idea who you talking about.
It was said, because I got on it. It was said when we talked about retiring his jersey. It was said, and if all the smoke James Harden got, Kyrie got to be in that same category.
Right.
I don't think either one of them is bums, to be honest with you.
I personally, I like their game, but
Disagree.
Kyrie's not going to lead no team. It's not going to happen. They
That's
actually
fine.
Boston did way better without Kyrie than they did with him. So
that's why he go to teams that ain't his job. That's not his job to lead the team.
Right.
The team he goes to is not his job. But you can't say he a bum when he 28, 6 and 5. I'm sorry.
Well, the question is not whether or not he's a bum. The question is whether or not he's overrated. And if you look,
he's not overrated. That's crazy to say.
My statement was that he used to be overrated, but now people are now aware of what he really is. And since people are now aware of what he really is, now he's being rated appropriately.
Yeah, I know.
People, the tide has changed now. We're not looking at the public the viewing public is not looking at him to be the number one. They're not expecting him to be the number one. They're not anymore.
But I mean, right now he ain't even number 2.
Well, my
thing he ain't nothing because he taking time off.
My thing
right now, he ain't number 2. Right?
Well, Durant never played.
And the words of Shannon Sharp, you don't went from Robin to now you Alfred. All right? You ain't even Batman or Robin. You Alfred.
That's funny that you say
well,
that.
Everybody has an answer. Let's move on to the next one. You want me to read some comments or are you good?
Yeah,
What's up, everyone? Rise up.
I think we ain't got that much time. You're going to have to go ahead with your chocolate girl moment.
Is that what we got going? Okay.
No,
what's up, OG?
I don't even have to do my moment.
You got
Go ahead. What's the next question, Ron?
I done already had my moment because y'all done pissed me off in here so bad. I already got my moment.
Come on.
Sharon, go ahead.
Okay, so it's very interesting that people have so much to say. It seems like whenever we have an NBA discussion, we can't get through an NBA discussion no matter what the subject matter is without bringing up LeBron. His name always got to come up. So my chocolate girl moment actually involves LeBron. So this is what I wanted to say.
Don't do it, Sam.
In the video.
I remember when it was first rumored that the Lakers were going to sign LeBron. And I'm a Lakers fan, for those of you who do not know. I'm a Lakers fan.
Mm-hmm.
And I care about my team. That's my team. I care about them winning more than anything else in the world. But I also care about the health of the team, its legacy, its reputation, all of that. And I care very deeply about what happens to the players on this team. So I didn't want LeBron to be signed by the Lakers when he was signed. Did not want it to happen. And I think I had this discussion way back when with Mr. Hargrove about this. And the reason why I did not want him to be signed is because whenever he goes on the team, his teammates don't develop. It's like he's there and they play to him and his strengths and his weaknesses, and so they can win. So they do win. That's great. But after he leaves, or if he's out injured, it's like they don't know what to do. It's almost like a child waiting on their daddy or their mama to tell them what to do, and the daddy's gone and mama gone. They just sitting there like an orphan and don't know what to do with themselves. It's weird. It's weird. I've never seen anything like this in basketball in my life. And I've been following this game since 1979. This is the only time I've ever seen this happen with this player. And so I had to weigh the options. You know, they were like, okay, well, you got all these new players. None of them are better than LeBron. LeBron come, we're going to win a chip. That's all that should matter. I'm sorry, but for me, that's not all that matters. What matters to me is that the team has a legacy to uphold. We have standards to uphold. We don't want a banner. We want banners, plural. That's what we want. And we were supposed to be trying to set our team up to win for longevity, not for just right now.
But can I ask you something, Sharon?
No, not yet. Hold on. So we got LeBron. We got LeBron, right? So he's there. He's a Laker. I like LeBron. I'm a LeBron fan. I'm not a hater. So he's there, and we got rid of all them young players. All them young players doing pretty good on their respective teams now. And now, what do we see happening this season right now? Our worst nightmare. The man got injured. And not only did he get injured, so is his number 2. So now the Lakers are left with what's left. They don't even know how to play without them two. They don't, especially without LeBron. They don't even know what to do with themselves. It looked like to me. It's like, okay, so I'm waiting to see what Vogel does since he's out. But exactly what's happening right now is my worst fear. And the reason why I did not want him to be signed, because when he's not playing, they don't know what to do with the rest of the team. Every team he's been on, that's what's happened. So I'm waiting to see if Coach Vogel can figure this out. He's gonna be the best coach in the league to me. If he can figure out and keep them winning without LeBron, it's gonna be the first time that LeBron is gonna be on a team and that team is successful without him. It's gonna be the very first time. The reason why I made this my chocolate girl moment is because this goes out to all them people who said I was wrong about him getting signed, getting signed there. I wasn't wrong, because exactly what's happening right now is exactly what I was afraid of happening.
Relax.
Now,
Relax.
Rose, answer your question.
Rolls Royce, what's your question?
I had to get it out before I forgot. I'm old. I got to get it all out before I forget what I'm talking about. There's no disrespect to you. That was a me thing. I'm old.
hey, Sharon, we ain't too far from each other with age.
Yeah, I'm old.
I hear what you're saying.
This is my question. And I won't make it long, but just very, very simply. If you remember the team that LeBron James came to on the Lakers, with all that youth you were talking about, what are the Lakers also known for whenever they do get a superstar? They have never waited around to develop. You go back to Kobe and Shaq, they brought in free agents. They brought in players to make the team better. It didn't matter if it was a three-point specialist or whoever it was. So that is a Laker. No, hold on. That's a Laker culture. You have to go all the way back to Magic Johnson and that era where you find development. The NBA ain't like that no more. If you count from the Kobe and Shaq era forward, they have always brought in free agents. They've always been about win-win-win. They always have been like that, guys. It's not like you just go in there and you develop and you wait 4 and 5 years. Laker fans don't wait 4 and 5 years for championships. They want them now. They want to do it now. Why do you think?
Shit, goddamn.
Can I answer?
I'm just saying, go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna answer you. You're incorrect. And the reason why I'm saying, I'm gonna tell you. And the reason why I'm saying that you're incorrect is you said the operative word. You said, remember when Kobe and Shaq were there? That's what you said, right?
Right.
All right. When LeBron got there, who else was there besides LeBron?
All rookies.
Exactly. It wasn't 2 superstars there, dear.
That's my point. That's my whole point. You had to trade youth to get another star.
Listen to what I'm saying to you. If you're going to compare what happened when LeBron got there to what happened when Kobe and Shaq were there and LeBron was there by himself, you can't do that comparison because it's not the same thing. When Kobe and Shaq were there, yes, they had to sign some people to give them some help and all that stuff, but they had Shaq and Kobe. Yeah. That's why they didn't have to develop. They got
Shaq in free agency, hon. They didn't draft Shaq. So what do you call that?
I did not say that. You said when Shaq and Kobe were there.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So that means they already had them.
Because they traded or they got them is my point.
Right. And when you got Kobe and Shaq, what did they do from there?
And then they went and got free agents and they brought in a bench and they did things.
But who was there first? Who was there first?
Sharon, can I say
you're missing my point. I get your point. You're missing my point.
Who was there first?
Okay, listen. Shaq was a free agent. Okay, Shaq was a free
Who was
agent, so you
there
brought
first?
Keith in, and then you traded in the draft to get Kobe to combine them.
Kobe.
I got
Okay,
that.
but listen,
I
Kobe
got
and
that.
Shaq. You think
They
they
came
won with just Kobe
together.
and
That's
Shaq
my
and nothing
point.
around
They
them?
came together.
Did they win with anybody around them? Is my point. You're missing my point.
I'm not missing your point. I just don't agree with the comparison because they came together. They didn't bring one player and then bring the next one. They came together.
But you're saying
Come
development.
together.
Hold
You're
on,
saying,
time out.
Sharon, all I'm saying is you're saying development. The Lakers don't develop talent. They
Yes,
bring
they do
in
develop
stars.
talent. Yes,
Kobe,
they do develop talent.
Kobe was the last one they brought in to develop. Kobe Bryant, he was the last
That's
one.
not true.
Did
They
you
do
forget about?
develop talent.
Did you forget about
Who?
Derek Fisher?
I was about to say, Derek Fisher, when
Derek
he
Fisher?
got there, he
So you're
was
saying Derek Fisher's on a Kobe and a Shaq platinum?
No, but that's a development of talent. That's a
not what
development.
I
You said
said.
you
Doesn't
didn't
mean
say
that he doesn't
superstars.
have
You said
talent.
development of
I
talent.
said stars. I said stars. Maybe it come
No,
off
you
on.
said
Talking
no,
about
you
stars.
no,
You
no,
said
you
talent.
did not. You said,
You said
talent.
talent.
You did not say stars.
Okay,
said
that's
talent.
what I'm saying. If I said talent, I meant stars. My
I
bad.
don't care what you
Okay.
meant. You said talent.
Stars.
And what I'm saying to you, is you cannot
I'm about to say
compare.
that.
Don't try to tell
I was
me
about
like
to say
I don't
that,
know what the Lakers do. I
Kazar.
know what the
I
Lakers
didn't say
do.
you didn't.
I know
I'm
what
saying
the Lakers do. You don't have to
Ernest
school me on
Bynum
what
is
the
another
Lakers
one.
do. What I'm
Yeah,
saying to
went to
you
Philly,
is you
you know?
cannot compare the game when they
Went
brought
to Philly,
Shaq
did some stuff.
and Kobe in. You cannot compare that to when LeBron went to the Lakers. When LeBron went to the Lakers, that team was in shambles. They had
Woo!
It was a
had
bunch of rookies, a first round pick.
young people on the team. They had no veterans. They had no help, and
That's
they
my
brought
point.
LeBron over to that team.
That's my whole point. Where were the Lakers before Kobe and Shaq? Where were the Lakers before Kobe and Shaq? Were they a good team?
It was a playoff.
Were they a
team.
good team?
Veterans?
They was a playoff team.
Did they
Okay,
have veterans?
they weren't a championship team.
I didn't
But
say
they
they
weren't
were
a good team. You asked, was they a good team?
Did they have veterans, and were they a playoff team? The answer to both of those is yes.
Okay, first and second round, but that's not.
When LeBron went to the Lakers, they didn't even have any potential. They didn't make the playoffs, and they had no veterans of any substance. They had nothing. That's what I'm saying to you.
Sharon.
So don't give me no comparison to when Shaq and Kobe came, and they haven't done it since then. That's bull crap. They have.
Sharon, can I say something right after Ethan? I think Ethan wanted to say something. Ethan.
Thank
you. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Really?
Okay. My only point was that point about after LeBron gets done with the team, or if he gets injured, they can't stay healthy. They can't. Usually don't do well. That kind of makes the point as far as Ron was asking the question about Kyrie. How well has he done without LeBron in Cleveland? So the whole team.
That was my next connection. Yep.
What?
Yep.
That's all I was trying to say.
You're
Okay.
right, Ethan.
Look,
You're absolutely right,
Kyrie was
Ethan.
there before. Kyrie was there before LeBron. That's
Right.
opposite.
But what I'm trying to say,
Damon, I was
It
going
don't
to say the
count.
same thing.
wait a minute. What I was trying to say, since they won that championship together, after that, what Kyrie had done? Nothing.
Okay,
but we
Sharon,
going
can I get on your
backwards now.
LeBron?
How we going backwards?
Kyrie argument.
Sharon, can I get on your
Go ahead,
LeBron?
Dre.
Rewind,
Go ahead,
Kazar.
Dre.
Rewind.
Well, first of all, David Royce, I would agree with that premise as far as LeBron James and young talent. Only if LeBron James has not done this his whole career. My question is, what young player has LeBron James really made better exactly? And don't say
None.
Chalmers.
Not one.
Chalmers.
I never said he did. When did I say he did?
Let me finish, Dave. You gotta let me finish. First and foremost, Chalmers is probably the only one. He got better, but he wasn't no all-star. Secondly, number two, as far as the Lakers is concerned, yeah, LeBron and them got played. Magic left because LeBron wanted so many players, and the Pelicans played them. They legitimately played them. He made
Hold on.
How could you
Hold
say that?
on.
They won a chip.
Hold on. Let me
That
finish.
makes no sense at all. They won the championship. That makes no sense.
See, that's what I'm talking about. They won the championship.
Right.
So how did they get played? How did they get played?
They're the New York Yankees of basketball.
Sharon, they're gonna get one championship out of it, and they happy.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm still waiting for one championship
Oh
for the
my
sorry ass
God.
Knicks.
Yo,
Give me
listen,
one championship for the Knicks. Just give me
hold on.
one.
He legitimately screwed up that whole Lakers team the year before AD even came there. That whole team despised him. There was people that would sit on the other side of the bench because of LeBron James and his forced trade. Do you know LeBron James has forced 60+ trades in his career?
Right.
Since you want to talk about Taylor,
Was that the same year with Paul George supposed to come?
Then they stayed down.
Would you rather be the Pelicans? Would you rather be the Pelicans?
Their future is much more brighter than the Lakers.
The future.
Who last year
We don't
the
care about the future. The Lakers
last
win.
created the bubble for the
Oh
Pelicans.
my God, y'all don't
The
understand how
future,
it
what?
works. You don't. When you're the Lakers and you have, dude. Oh my God.
Hold on, brother. Hold on. Is that why
who won the trade? Who won the trade? Who won the trade?
Hold on. Why do teams trade for future draft picks and trade all these and get these picks to set up
Because
what is you talking about?
Because the same teams, Can I answer? The same teams that always trade away their players are the same teams that are always mediocre. They always are. They do it over and over and over again. Look at the Orlando Magic. Look at baseball with the Tampa Bay Rays. They do it over and over. That's why they never go anywhere. Never go anywhere.
So how was it so easy for Chris Paul to develop that Phoenix Suns team right now?
Thank you.
You're talking about the Phoenix Suns. Let me know when they win a championship. Let me know when they win a championship.
Damon,
Chris Paul has never even been to a conference final.
He has been to a conference final.
Yes, he has been to a conference final.
He lost.
Hold on. That's not my point. We talking about development. We not talking about champions. See, y'all putting the horse before the wagon. Y'all talking about championship.
No.
Chris Paul where does Chris Paul hold his championships?
No. Listen, y'all talking about championships. The conversation pretty much is about development. She just talked about it. The LeBron, let's speak on it. LeBron James has not developed young players. That's why college is so important.
Listen,
he got 4 championships.
That's why
they don't
college
care
is
about
so
development as long as they can
Wait a minute.
Can someone answer?
Even if
Are the Pelicans developing?
That's all that matters.
Can I say something?
They got rid of.
Damon, I got a question for you, Damon, because I know you're a sports guru. Do you remember when Isaiah Thomas was on the Cavs and legitimately said, he was pissed because the Cavs didn't really practice when he was on the team with LeBron?
I didn't say that.
Who said that?
Remember that?
No, go ahead. Say it again. I couldn't hear you.
Isaiah Thomas, the guy who averaged 29
Little
in Boston.
Little
Isaiah, yeah.
With the same person who came out and said that the thing that scared him about the Cavs when he was on the team with LeBron is that they don't practice. Do you remember that?
Come on. I never heard that. What? Bro.
How did you not hear that?
I haven't.
Wait. Time out.
LeBron James don't practice.
Damon, this is what he said.
I heard what he said.
He didn't say that exactly. He didn't say that they didn't practice. The practice was not focused on any development or scheme.
He said they
all it was
practice, for real.
That's right. It was not.
We're talking about a guy
like you normally do practice.
We're talking about Isaiah Thomas is not even in the NBA anymore.
But he was then.
Why you think he not?
It's not because of LeBron James. It's because the Celtics played him when he was hurt.
I can tell you this.
He's never been
LeBron James sure didn't help him. LeBron sure didn't help him.
Come on, man.
All right.
I don't
Anyway,
Hey, Sharon, that was a
anyway,
damn good chocolate moment.
Anyway, this was my moment.
That was a
I
good one.
said what I said.
That was a good one.
Wait a minute, Dre. Wait a minute, Dre. Wait a minute, Dre. I said what I said. Nothing that anybody has said here has made me change my mind. I'm not.
Right.
Because
Exactly.
I know I'm right.
Agreed.
Got you.
I love
I agree
LeBron.
100% with you.
I love
LeBron by himself ain't taking no team to no finals.
Wait a minute,
winning no
Dre.
finals by himself.
Wait a minute, Dre. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Dre. I love LeBron for what he brings to the game. I love his game. I love his leadership. I love all the stuff that he brings to the game. And without him, we would not have won a chip last season. We would not have. Not with that team. I don't believe we would have won a chip. But I can't say we're gonna win too many more in the next 3 to 5 years.
Listen, I tell you what.
And if you do, then you're wrong, right?
Wait a minute.
If you do, you're
Wait a
wrong.
minute. I ain't finished. And part of the reason why I don't believe we will is because of what we had to give up to get him.
Right.
And that's okay for some people. Some people, like I said,
guess
they're
what?
okay. Wait a minute.
Ingram.
Let me just sum this up, Damon, and you can say whatever you want. Because Dennis, I'll let you do whatever. But it's okay with some people. That's fine. If you
right here, yep,
at one banner, that's fine. That's great. I'm not happy with one. Not this time of year because see, I was
But you're at 17.
sit and watch. I had to sit and watch a team that could not and did not. They could have. They did not build around the one of the greatest players that ever played a game in Kobe. And they wasted some of his great years not doing what they were supposed to do. And then when you get the opportunity to do it, you don't do it. And you bring this dude in for him to decide, this is who I want to play with. Bump what you say, this is who I want because they're going to feed me. Bump what happens after. We don't know what's going to happen to LeBron next season. He might be a bum next season. When the cliff does hit you,
ain't no bumming,
and there's nothing you can do to come back whenever it hits you. And there's no prediction when it's going to hit you.
Right.
So I'm hoping that we're lucky. I'm hoping that we do win more banners with him and that we're lucky, but I can't say that we're going to be.
He the neediest. He is the neediest superstar I've ever met.
Relax, yeah, relax, baby.
All right, can I speak?
Relax.
I ain't mad at nobody. I love my team.
No, I'm a LeBron and Laker fan, so I already know.
And I want more banners.
It's just part of the game.
Sports Guru, go ahead, Sports Guru.
Return to
Okay,
its
thank you.
prominence of
Thank
where
you.
it was. That's what I want.
Thank you. Okay, first of all, I know where that's coming from. That's that Kobe love. So everything with Laker fans have to do with making Kobe the greatest Laker of them all.
No,
when that's not true.
No,
when the greatest Laker, I thought I was gonna be able to speak. Let me speak.
I'm gonna let you speak, but I'm gonna get this straight right now that's not where this is coming from.
I respected you. Respect me. Let me
know because you're disrespecting me if you think that
no,
this
I'm not.
is something making Kobe great. No,
well,
that's not
that's what I hear. That's what I hear.
That's not how I get down, Damon, and you know that.
All right, let me say this. Okay, fine. You have the right to disagree.
No, I'm not gonna let nobody say nothing about me that's not true. I don't care who it is.
Fine.
You only got a couple minutes left.
What I will say is this. The Lakers, I believe, to my knowledge, have the most championships in NBA history. Just like the Yankees do in baseball.
They do.
Okay, that's number one. Number two, they've always done it with veterans. They've always done it with trades. They've always got the Kareem Abdul-Jabbars, the Shaqs. They've always had these great players, and they always come to LA. That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's
Second
true.
of all, third of all, those bums that they traded away are on with the team that's playing right now against the Lakers.
Pelicans.
Okay, they have the Pelicans. The Pelicans are what 5 games under 500. They last year they created the bubble. They created the bubble for the Pelicans, and they got Alvin Gentry. They got Alvin Gentry fired. Okay, they got him fired. Yes, they did. They brought in another coach who has always been a terrible
My man
coach,
said Jordan
okay?
Clarkson
And
is
now
above
they are terrible again, okay? So the Lakers are, maybe they might not win it again this year, but they will be, as long as LeBron James and Anthony Davis are healthy, they will be in contention. End of case. Thank you.
Hey, Damon, I'm gonna let you finish.
I agree, Damon. I agree, Damon.
disagree
I'm
with
gonna let
any
you
of that.
finish. But Magic Johnson had one of the greatest careers of all
Wait a
time.
minute. This is my segment. Wait a minute. I don't disagree with any of that, Mr. Hargrove, but that still doesn't change what I said. None of what you said changes what I said.
I wasn't trying to change what you said. I was just.
And it don't change the fact. Hold on, it don't change the fact that these young players
I
go to
agree
other
with you
teams and play
100%
better.
on what you said.
Say it again.
I agree with you 100% on what you said, but it
And
doesn't
it don't
change
change
what I
the fact
said.
that these young players go to other teams and play better. Jordan Clarkson, i.e. Now go ahead and tell me about.
He's been in the league almost about 10 years now.
You never said they
About
didn't
time.
play good.
Hey,
Who said they didn't play good?
Andre,
Who said that?
Hey, can I ask a question?
Andre, let me say this, Andre. Let me say this,
Go ahead,
Dre.
baby.
All you gotta do is mute
finally
everybody
learned how
damn
to
mic,
practice.
then ask the question.
Let me just ask this question right here. When Rolls Royce, let me ask you this question. When you were talking about development of talent and you said that they should be a star, what do you consider Andrew? What do you consider Andrew Bynum in the Lakers jersey?
Or Philly?
I thought he was a really good player.
That motherfucker ain't never played for us. I don't know that motherfucker in Philadelphia. If I catch him in the street, I'm robbing him with no fucking gun. I'm getting my fucking money back. I'm putting this on. If I catch that motherfucker in the street, I'm robbing him with no gun. I'm getting my fucking money back. But in the Lakers jersey, I just want to know.
He was a very good player for what the Lakers used him. I don't consider him a star. I consider him a very good player when he was on the Lakers and we got rid of him at the perfect time. And y'all enjoyed him over there in Philadelphia.
I would say he was a star. He made an all-star. I would say
he was spoiling LA, Royce.
His body.
Yeah, we are. That's what we do in LA, baby. We win. We don't do that crap. We don't do that.
West, y'all.
Dave, who developed Andrew Bynum, Dave?
Who developed him?
The Lakers.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar did.
LA, what are you saying? What are you saying? What team?
The Lakers.
No.
Oh, okay, the Lakers. Okay, that's still don't.
I got another question. Hold on, Dre. Hold on, Dre. I got another question.
He didn't come.
Dre, who was that on your shirt?
Who's what?
My brother made it. Me.
He got his son.
El Presidento.
My brother made this shirt.
El Presidente.
That's a nice shirt, though. I was like, is he wearing a shirt with him on it? Let me ask you.
I just put up.
Hey, listen. This Talk US Tuesday. Too bad it's only a 2-hour show, but this Talk US Tuesday. First of all, is brought to you by Easy Lay Closing. As you can see, I got the hat on. Shout out to Easy Lay. Also, I would like to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Sports Guru for joining us again for the second week in a row. We got the OG in the house, my guy. You know what I mean? My cousin.
Right on, baby. Thanks for inviting, man.
No problem. We also got King Czar, who's on here regularly. King Czar, we couldn't even do trivia today.
Hey, Dennis, I'm gonna let you finish. Hold on, Dennis. I'm gonna let you finish. But Magic Johnson had one of the greatest careers of all time.
Oh.
I love y'all.
Okay, Andre George Robinson for coming out and joining us.
Right on, Miss Sharon.
And we also have Pylon in the building. Rolls Royce in the house. Sharron Chocolate Girls in the building.
Hey, Rolls Royce, I respect you because you are a Laker fan and I love it.
Hey, one love for all y'all. One love for y'all. Love y'all guys.
Love y'all.
All right.
West, y'all.
Ryan Thomas, you got any last words?
Ryan Thomas.
I just would like to say thank you. We will not be here. We do this for the fans, and thank y'all for coming out every week.
Yes.
I got some final words. Can I say my final words?
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay. My final words is I enjoy coming in here talking sports with you fine gentlemen, each and every one of you. And I know sometimes, talking sports with women is not always fun. But y'all give me a lot of respect, and I appreciate that, even when we don't agree.
Absolutely.
I just appreciate the respect.
Sharron, you can tell the truth. I started a lot of trouble, don't I, Sharron?
Yeah, you do. I'm gonna start calling Dre. I'm gonna start calling you Bic. B-I-C. Bic. You know why?
Lighter? Is it a lighter?
As a big lighter. That's right. I'm gonna call you Bic.
Fire
That's
star.
my name for you from now on.
Fire star.
Hey, listen,
It's still a vessel, though.
Tune
It's
in
vessel.
each and every Tuesday, man. We're coming to y'all with more and more topics.
Thank you,
Next
good
Tuesday will be the combination show. We'll stay tuned. So make sure y'all tune into that. Again, God bless.
Have a good night.
West,